Hey, welcome to ID Creatures. My name is Carla, and today we're gonna be drawing a chair using two-point perspective. If you're not familiar with this term, I suggest you visit the previous tutorial on two-point perspective, where I just talk about the basic rules of drawing using the two vanishing points that I'm using in this drawing. So the first thing that I'm doing here is I'm just sketching out the bottom or the seating part of the chair, which is obviously the seat. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna draw the volume. So I'm just gonna draw the height here, and I'm gonna draw it to the other vanishing point. Remember, every line that's not going to a vanishing point is vertical. So if you're using Photoshop like me, you press the Shift key, and that's gonna give you a vertical line. Okay, and if you draw something going this way, when you press Shift, it's going to make it horizontal. If you're going somewhere around here, when you press Shift, it's going to be vertical. That's just something on the side here that you can take out of this video too. And then I'm gonna take these two lines in the front and draw them going down, because that's going to help me do the front legs of the chair. So this line is going to go to the right perspective, to the second point, and this one's going to go to the first point, which is on the left. Okay, so I'm going to draw the back of this, even though we're probably not going to be able to see some of it, or we're not going to even need it sometimes, but it's always good to know where it is, just to use it as reference. And you can see here how it didn't match the back. But sometimes it's because when you imagine the perspective or the vanishing points on the right or on the left, sometimes you make little mistakes when you sum them up. They give you this sort of incorrect perspectives. But it's not really important right now, because we're not doing something that needs to be really, really precise. So we're just going to leave it like that, and it's not going to affect our drawing here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw the width of the front legs here. So I'm gonna bring this to the right side, to that vanishing point. I'm gonna draw it going up, and I'm also gonna close it here, even though I don't really need it. Again, as reference, sometimes I just like to draw those extra lines there, especially if I can just come back and lower the opacity and it's not gonna bother me so much. Okay, so we were talking about the front part of the legs here of the chair. So now we have that done there. Now I'm gonna just draw some more lines that are gonna help me with the dimensions of this. So once I have that perspective going to the right, I'll know where I'm supposed to draw the other line. So basically, anytime you want to copy something from one side to the other, you need to project one of the perspective lines and just use it as reference. For example, this line right here that I'm going over, I want to draw it on the other side. So what I do is I intersect it with this vertical line. I draw it going to the right, to that vanishing point, and once I hit another vertical line, that means that that place right there is where I'm supposed to bring that line to the first vanishing point. So basically, you just go around this box here until you find something that you need as reference, and that's when you stop and go the opposite way. And I think we're done for the bottom part of the chair. I just want to do the back side of it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull back this this layer here and just make the opacity higher, okay, just so I'm able to see it a bit more. And I'm gonna draw a vertical line here, okay, and another one over here. Since I'm not really sure if you can see this well enough, I'm gonna do it another layer and use the full color, okay, so it's 100%. But the thing here is I don't want the seat to be totally 90 degrees here. I'm gonna do the one in the bottom first, and from there I want to just do another line here, and from that line I can come back and just stop when I intersect this line. And I'm gonna just erase what's left of that in a little while, okay? So from these 2 points, I want to come back to that vanishing point, also from this one, even though I'm not going to be able to see it, but I'm still going to draw it. Okay, so on this part right here, I'm going to also, instead of doing totally vertical this line, since I did that over here, I'm just going to make it go back a bit, okay? And the same thing would happen for that other line. See, this one is going to that vanishing point. This one is also going to that vanishing point, and this would be the part that you can't really see. So anyway, I'm just gonna make this a lot lighter, and I'm just gonna go over it with the lines I really need.